Modern American Canasta is back, and today we're discussing, should I pick the pack and the final discard? What factors are at play here? First, let's go over the point of view of the discarder. Remember that defensive play is important until the very last card. Unless you're going out and that card is upside face down, the next player can pick that pack. So if you haven't watched our video yet, check out our video on safe discards. If you don't have one, then consider what's your next safest pick. Let's say here the discarder thought a 7 would be the safest because the other opponent's partner isn't going to get a turn, and they figure they're baiting the player either to pick the pack and get penalties or doubting that they would pick the pack with a 7. Considerations for you. You're sitting there, you have two 7s in hand, a 7 is there. Do you pick that pack? You have to consider, is it going to be a huge windfall of points, or are you going to get a lot of penalties from 7s and aces not being completed? If you're able to close 7s but not aces, or vice versa, if you would have been penalized for any of those cards in hand, this might be a wash or an addition to your base score. Even if aces were closed, there can still be 3 in the pack. You won't be able to discard an ace, and you'll be penalized 1,500 points for them. What about 7s? Will you be able to complete them? Your partner will not get a turn and add any of their cards, so if you pick the pack and can close 7s, great, that's 2,500 points. This will cover the penalty from the aces in hand. You may be able to pick 7s and not complete them, but that pack might get you to complete the aces. This would be a wash and avoid penalties of any cards in hand. A player should also consider, if they have closed canastas, can they close canastas from the pack? How many 3s are on the table does that team have already that would enable them to get penalties or bonuses? How many points will they be penalized or gain from them? A comparison of possible penalties or rewards from closing 2 canastas if they can, and whether there are already a lot of closed canastas so they'll be stuck with a large amount of dead cards in hand, and that would deduct from their card count. Check out upcoming Zooms that Modern Mahjong's hosting with our card review on April 4th and a follow-up on April 17th. Learn more. Modern American Canasta, the complete guide, and our visual companion guide for American Mahjong are both on Amazon. Thanks so much for watching. Hope you learned something.